Yeah, winter's been good. Tried to take a different approach this winter. Did no cricket pre-Christmas, which is a bit different for me. I think we've kind of come to realisation that I tend to maybe overtrain and overwork, and that might contribute to some of the injuries and periods I had out of the game. So I made quite a conscious effort this winter to, obviously I did all my fitness stuff pre-Christmas, but I did no cricket, I didn't bowl, I didn't bat. Made sure I spent some time with family and just put the hard yards in with the lads at the ground, and then post-Christmas has just been ramping up my cricket skills. So I get volume in the bowling. Actually, because we've had so few people around, I've actually got to bat a lot this winter, which has been quite nice. And yeah, it's just been a good solid winter really. Really enjoyed it. I thought maybe with the less cricket I might struggle a little bit, but I've actually really enjoyed it. Feel fit, feel strong, and I feel like the game's in quite a good place at the moment. Look, it was an up and down year, like both on and off the pitch. It's like the being able to keep coming back from some quite big setbacks and some quite big wow, that's massive, sorry. Michael Burgess just launched one out the ground. Be able to keep coming back and like mentally, more than anything, be able to keep just telling myself it's going to be okay and things will work out. I think that's a massive tick for myself. And then obviously I think the rewards of all the hard yards I did put in on and off the pitch kind of came in that last game, where obviously I want to play a lot more cricket than I did last year, and I want to be on the pitch more for the lads, but I'm just glad I managed to put a meaningful contribution in at the end of the season when it really mattered. But when you put in a performance like that, I think it's not just for wickets, it's just for confidence in my body, you know, that I can go from no cricket with a tear in my elbow to be able to still do that. I think it's more of a confidence in my body it gave me that I'm hoping that I can just carry on to the season. I've always backed myself as a cricketer. Might sound a bit arrogant, but I think if you're in the sport and you don't back yourself is when you're struggling. So I've always backed my ability, and obviously I didn't think I'd be taking a 9 for a 13 or whatever like that, but it's one of those, you back your ability and you back yourself and you hope things come good. But for this year I think it just puts me in good stead that hopefully I'm continually knowing my body now the older I'm getting, and if I do have something like that like I did end of last year, which was a quite annoying random elbow tear, I can potentially play through it if the situation was necessary. Obviously last year was a necessary situation, but hopefully this year we'll just be back up at the right end of the table and back up challenging for like we did the year previous. My big goal is just to play as much cricket as possible. I was pretty fortunate in 21, I barely missed a game, so this year it's trying to repeat that. I want to play more white ball cricket. I felt I did well at times in the 50 over tournament last year. I was a bit rusty at the start after a long layoff, and I kind of found my stride towards the end, so I want to make sure A, I have a good 50 over tournament, B, I want to push my way into the T20 side if possible. Obviously, with no Carlos this year and Stoney leaving, we've got some open spots there, so there's good competition for places. And I just want to be as successful as I can and give my all to this team, you know. That's the main thing for me, is if I'm giving everything I can on the pitch to the Bears, then whatever else could happen from that, great, but I just want to make sure that I'm putting in match-winning performances for Bears consistently, and like I alluded to earlier, just helping us there, make sure we're at the right end of the table.